Team, I am incredibly excited to even have presented again the opportunity to load the Nrgv here at a very good level before getting this massive upside that we spoke of in last night's thread of analysis. So in the last night's thread, we spoke about entry conditions being specifically at this 367, 363, and 361 liquidity zone, right? So this would be your 363 bottom, 367, and this is the liquidity area that we expected for price action to reach before a potential upside continuation. Now, if we hover over this candle here, you're just going to go ahead and notice that in the opening high, low close valuations there, let me just go ahead and just do this for you here. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that. I'm going to take a screenshot of this here so that you could see what the L representing low of the price for that candle is, right? So we have presently, of course, already a 361 liquidity bottom for potential entries, and this is what we reached right on that candle to the penny targets here, team. So we got that 361 bottom. We rejected that point and continued towards the upside and what we were already projecting to be a massive run. So we had targets, of course, guys, into the 395 reach, which we reached first at 394 before experiencing a little bit of a pullback. But of course, we already expected that, and eventually running up to the target of $4.13, of which we've been talking about this $4.13 since this was at our original entries of about $1. Okay, guys. So from that moment, he also did speak of, I know that this already reached the $4 target as promised in the new $300 million deal. And I said statistically, guys, I do have a $4.65 range. This was all live in trading today, guys, in the trading team for Arca Bulls. So I spoke to them. I'm saying to the team, like, hey, guys, this is technically an area for a take profit or remove, leave runners, whatever, right? I can't tell you what to do, but everybody knows, right, that I still have a potential of a 465 target, of which later on we almost met. And this is our target right up here of 465. And still the asset proceeded to go to 443 after our 413 target reach. Powerful, guys, very powerful. And congratulations to those who absolutely got that last chance here, guys. But, we've been charting this thing all the way down to early dollars around there. So now let's go ahead and I guess we just have to see if we still have this continuation to the upside. So we're looking at about 30 minutes. Let's see, 2 minutes. 2 hours, 3 hours, and potentially about 8. Let me see just about there. Hold on. Yeah, we're looking at about a day's worth of downside here. And I will say this, the signal for a huge move has just fired at the open of today. So this volatility will likely be spiked further to the upside, and our momentum would still be massively pivoted for a continuation to the upside. And overbought conditions have just about 4.17 according to my algorithm here for Stochastic Momentum Advanced, which is free to you when you join the Arca Bulls trading team. This here is showing about 4.17 bars on average of overbought conditions, and we are just at our first right now. So 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. We're looking at movements here to even Monday or Tuesday of upside. So it's looking good. But do remember that I believe that we still have a pullback coming in that's at least a day's worth, according to the statistics here, which would be roughly around your daily time frame is about 34 cents. So 34 cents from the targets of around $4.20 brings you down. Sure, it brings you down to your 390s, right? 380s. So if that's the case, we already knew that we had to take profit right around that 395. Now, another thing that we have to be aware of here, team, is that we are getting a few time frames that have just closed. Your 4-day time frame closed, your bi-daily time, and your daily, and we still have a bunch of other time frames that are also closing and closed alongside with this. So if we use, for example, a 4-day time frame, and which, by the way, is completely max accelerating right now with a massive upside, and not even considering what this bar has just done. As soon as we open the market, the traditional hours, this would have seen those effects. So far, this is showing continuation to the upside by about 46 cents. Should we open at around that 420? Well, yeah, that'll take you to around 466, right? So statistically speaking, at the open of this new bar, right, from 420, yeah, you're looking at around $4.66, and magically speaking, that is where we have our potential take profit, right? 465 has been written in stars here for a long time, so very good. But that doesn't mean that we don't have that potential pullback coming in. So if there's anything here, guys, the pullback that I'm expecting was, I'm telling you, around 380s. The prior bar, right? The prior bar on this 4-day, remember that when you close a bar, you got a 60-70% chance of retracing 30 to 50% that prior bar. Since this is printed, we're going to open up a new one. This is prior bar. Let's just go ahead and kind of measure it here and determine what that 50% is looking like. Check it out. It's about 373, but it's not about the exact 50% of the measure. It's actually about what's tangible, what's real, what's actually in historical price. It would be right about here. Check it out. Check it out. 379. And we were already looking at the potentials of a pullback into your areas of about $3.80. So this would be an excellent area to consider positioning again. Maybe, guys, I got to tell you that the target is already met. I know that this, I promise you guys, I've been right here with you guys as long as this thing has been going, right? So yeah, your probabilities for entries come down into that 379, 380 area. Liquidity bottoms would be located, of course, at the prior entries. Not saying that we're reaching there, but there is a probability of it. 367 to 363 and 61. Okay, those are your liquidity bottoms. Flash wick down there could do it, something like that. All right, so let's go ahead and just kind of plot it out here, right? Because that's really all that I'm seeing. The continuation to the upside would just be right after that kind of that kind of pull. So you're looking at your 4-day time frame, opening somewhere around that. Let's see, what was the daily? The daily is around 420. Your pre-market, your post-market went all the way to 430, 443 tops, right? So I don't know if we're going to open there on the day, right? But if we do open on the day, then that'll mean that you're at the not the 380s, right? You'd be more likely at the 395 target. So yeah, let's go ahead and kind of keep those things in mind and see what's up. Okay, guys, but yeah, just expect a peekaboo towards that upside first. I do think that we may get a continuation to the upside somewhere around the 440 to around close to 443, maybe a false breakout. Take the liquidity there, retrace what could be the 4-day time frame close, which is going to be at 4 hours prior to closing that. Let's see. Actually, no, it would start almost right away. So your daily time frame already open, right? So peekaboo on the daily, yeah, you're looking at a 422 top to, let's see, 422, we're at 430. If we open this, yeah, 422 would be your first thing to kind of close the gap between the day. So, opening up at 430, you close the gap at 422 from the prior day's close or high, and then continue on to the false breakout, then retrace your 4-day time frame, which could be roughly from 430, it would be 395. If we open at, 420s or down there, the likelihood would be around the 378, the 380 into the 367, 61, and 63. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much it here. Congratulations to those of you who have participated with the ticker and have owned this whole way. I know that the team here, guys, have made hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of percent in the Arca Bulls trading team. Remember, guys, that the master's course for the beginners in trading is starting here pretty soon all over again. So I want to make sure that you guys are in for that, and I want to make sure that you do enroll, right? Description is below. Links are in that description. Make sure to click on the link for the back to school event, which is still going. $100 for a 9-week mentorship with me live. Okay, guys, and let me introduce you to those things, and that'd be pretty good over there. Send me an email afterward at arcabulls@gmail.com. Okay, guys, with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night, and we will speak very, very, Jerry Scary Larry later. All right, team, adios, and yeah, adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever, 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 ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah.